Now, I'm going to give a very unpopular opinion for my channel, something I've never said before, which is you should consider renting a house versus buying a house here in the end of 2023 to early 2024 in San Diego County. Now, let me break this down for you. If you do not know me, my name is Dan Parker with the Best Life Home Team, your San Diego real estate resource. And let's talk about the benefits of owning a house versus renting a house and why it's different right now at this time in this market. So obviously, benefits of owning a house: you can build equity, you start paying off the principal, you feel like your money is going towards an asset that is going to appreciate in value. You also have potential extra write-offs on that property as well. Whereas if you look at a rental, that money that you're giving, you're not investing in anything. You're never going to get any of that back. So why in the world would it make more sense to rent a house right now versus own a house? And a lot of it has to do with the numbers, it has to do with the math. I'm breaking it all down of the cost of buying versus renting and where the mortgage rates are at. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So the number one place to go for rentals is Zillow. It's just where all the rentals are. You know, people reach out all the time and ask me, this is where you should go check out rentals. And I pre-selected here this property, $5.5 thousand. Nice looking home. This is for rent for $5,500 a month. I know a lot of you are probably saying, Dan, that is a crazy amount of money for a single family home. This one in particular is a fully furnished short-term rental. So yeah, maybe it could be a little bit less than that, but this is only going to prove my point even more. But let's just take a look at this, $5,500 a month. Now, the question is, if you were to buy this house, how much would this home cost and how much is it going to cost you on a monthly basis? So I'm already doing the work here for you. I'm just running with some really simple numbers. I threw that same address. You could do this exercise yourself. Find a home on Zillow for rent, plug that property address into the Redfin estimate. Now, the Redfin estimate is never going to be 100% accurate all the time. It's not. It's sometimes it can be $100,000 or $200,000 off. But for this exercise, it doesn't matter. We're just showing you some simple numbers so you can understand how this math works out. So for this home that is renting for $5,500 a month, the value of this home is somewhere around $1.3 million. Okay, so what would that mortgage look like for you if you were to purchase this house today? Well, if you want to buy this house with 20% down, you can just Google mortgage calculator. There's a bunch of them out there. I threw it in here, 20% down, 6.7% interest rate, which is about where we're at today. Throw in the correct property taxes. You're looking at a monthly payment. Let's see if I could zoom in on this a little bit. You're looking at a monthly payment of $8,147 a month. So when you look at this, renting versus owning right off the bat, you're talking about $2,500 more every single month to own this house than to rent it. Now, again, a lot of benefits of owning a house, but let's break this down even more. So another thing to consider when you're buying a house is what we call the amortization schedule. And what that means is, you know, over time or in the beginning of the loan, right when you buy a house, you have a 30-year loan. At the beginning of that loan, you're going to be paying a lot more of your monthly mortgage is going towards interest as opposed to principal. So you're going to pay off halfway through that loan, you're going to have more than 50% of the interest paid off. The second half of the loan, you're going to be putting a lot more money towards actually buying down the principal of the property. So if we're talking about living in a time like today, where there is a very good chance rates are going to come down and you are going to refinance and do a brand new 30-year loan a couple years down the line, you're really not going to be paying off much of that principal. Now, if the home appreciates, if it gets more expensive in value, then your asset is becoming more expensive and you are going to get some value out of that. Absolutely. But this is something that is really important to consider, the amortization schedule. And this is what I'm talking about. So you can see on a chart here, the principal paid is this blue curved line. And over time, you're going to pay more and more of it. And the interest is kind of the reverse, okay? You can actually look at the schedule and see how much of your monthly mortgage payment is going towards principal and how much is going towards interest. And you'll notice this is saying a monthly payment of $6,800. The reason why it's not matching this $8,100 is because this is also including property tax. It's also including your homeowner's insurance. So this payment would actually be closer to $8,000. It's just showing the amount that's going towards the loan. So $918, so about $1,000 a month. So out of that $8,000 a month that you're paying towards your mortgage, for the first year, you're spending less than $1,000 a month. Of that is going towards the principal of your house, like paying off, buying the equity into your home. So if you think about this, the difference between renting that house for $5,500 to owning it is a difference of $2,500. Now, if you were to buy that house, you're spending $2,500 more every single month, and you're only essentially kind of saving $1,000 of that. So if you think about the raw numbers here, if you were to rent that house and put $2,500 every single month into a savings account, in certain ways, this is going to benefit you. So let's go one step deeper onto this. So let's just say in a couple of years, you get an opportunity to refinance. I just want to see how these numbers change. So from 6.7%, let's just say it goes down to 5%. Nothing crazy, not even back to the 3% that we all want to have. Your monthly payment's going to go down to $7,000. Now we're going to start to get a lot closer to where you need to be for that kind of break even. So this is just looking at how much money you're going to spend every single month. This is not considering a home appreciating in value, which no one can guarantee, but it seems very likely it's going to keep appreciating in value. So what this comes down to is, how tight is your budget? What does your timeline look like? You kind of have to look at the specifics of your situation. If you're looking to live in a house for a long period of time and you're not fully maxing out your pre-approval, you have some extra funds in the bank account, and you feel comfortable making that purchase, then maybe it is a good time for you. I think it probably is a good time. Like, we just bought a house a couple of months ago. We kind of did all these analysis ourselves as well. But you have to figure out what's right for you. And if you need some help figuring out what's right for you, you can reach out to myself and my team, because we're helping people buy homes here in San Diego, sell homes here in San Diego every single week. And we're happy to help. Our contact info is down below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.